Hello, I'm Jack Nichols and welcome to highlights of the 2010 AutoGP Formula SimRacing World Championship. Round 10 of the championship takes place on the famous Silverstone circuit, this time on the new 2010 layout. This new layout sees an increase in overtaking opportunities with the addition of an extra straight. There were no surprises on the front row, with Bruno Marquez taking pole just ahead of championship leader Bono Huis. David Greco qualified third, and Frederick Nielsen would start fourth for the third consecutive time. Mathieu Prévost set the fifth fastest time, ahead of Lee Morris in sixth. Off the line, Huis immediately moved to the left side of the track to defend against Greco, and all cars made it through the first corner at Copse cleanly. The only change to the top 10 order came from Poniatowski, who pipped Becker for 7th. There was no contact made throughout the tricky Beckett's chicane complex, but with a clean run out of Chapel, Huis was already eyeing up Marquez for the top spot. Throughout the field there was plenty of jostling for position, especially in the new arena section of the circuit. Florian Becker was slipping backwards from the top 7 and Ronnie Hannell was charging up through the midfield. After successfully passing Prévost, Morris began a battle with Nielsen for 4th, but he came unstuck after making a bold move up the inside, and the chain reaction held up Prévost and allowed Poniatowski to move up into 5th place. Prévost quickly lost out to both Mikkonen and Hannell, dropping down into 9th position. At the front, Marquez was holding off Huis for the lead, but behind, the midfield action was only just easing up. The fast-lapping Morris soon got past Poniatowski, and then one lap later he overtook Nielsen for 4th. When Poniatowski then attempted a move on Nielsen himself, Hannell jumped on the opportunity and passed 2 cars at once. Nielsen lost 2 positions and Poniatowski remained 6th. Hannell now had Morris in his sights and made an easy pass around the outside of Stowe. Having started in a disappointing 14th, Hannell was now up into 4th position after just 11 laps. Race leader Marquez was the first of the front runners to pit, with his teammate Greco pitting on the following lap. 2 laps later, Huis came in for his pit stop, but he overshot his pit stall, costing him a valuable 3 seconds. He emerged behind Greco in 3rd position, 5 seconds behind Marquez. Poniatowski managed to leapfrog both Hannell and Morris through his first stop, but Morris lost his pace in the second stint and soon dropped back into the bottom of the top 10. Puumalainen was now in 6th position, ahead of Mikkonen in 7th. It soon became clear that Huis had a much better pace than both the Twister cars, as he quickly narrowed the gap, but his charge came to a halt once he hit Greco's dirty air. Waiting patiently, he made his move when Greco made a mistake out of Chapel and defended the position as Greco went back for a drift through Stowe. It only took him 3 laps to catch up to the back of Marquez, and he passed him into the new Abbey corner on the same lap that both cars pitted. However, this time Greco had managed to leapfrog both of them for 1st place. Further behind, Poniatowski was comfortably in 4th position, ahead of Hannell in 5th. Mikkonen had moved up into 6th place, ahead of Puumalainen, who lost time in his second stop. As Greco was the slowest of the leading trio, it wasn't long before Huis was back on his tail, with Marquez close behind. Desperate to hold on to 1st place, Greco locked up heading into Brooklands, taking to the grass and allowing both Huis and Marquez through. In 5th position, Hannell's tyres were becoming badly worn due to making an early second stop. After an incredible first stint, Hannell was struggling badly in the final 10 laps as Mikkonen slowly caught up and then passed him. Fearing a puncture, Hannell slowed right down in the final 2 laps, so much so that Puumalainen was able to pass him down the Hanger Straight. With Marquez unable to close the gap in the final stages of the race, Bono Huis took his 4th victory of the 2010 season, increasing his lead in the championship standings. Marquez finished close behind in 2nd, minimising the damage to his championship campaign. Greco finished on the podium for the 3rd time this season, and Karol Poniatowski drove a solid race to claim 4th. Mikkonen finished in 5th, ahead of Puumalainen in 6th. Huis's lead in the championship has now increased to 26 points. With a win worth 25 points, this gives Huis some significant breathing room back to Marquez in 2nd. Rasmus Tali remains in contention for the championship in 3rd position, but he'll need some solid results to stay ahead of David Greco in 4th and Jaakko Mikkonen in 5th. There's been no change to the order of the constructors' table. With a bigger points haul, Twister have prevented Precision from running away with the top spot. Precision's lead is now just 27 points. The newly badged MacCorp Precision team, formerly known as Leon Cavallo, remain in 3rd, ahead of SB Motorsports in 4th. The next race will be the German Grand Prix. You can tune in at 5:25 PM GMT on the 18th of July for the Multi-BC broadcast. To watch the action live, go to www.formula-simracing.net and follow the links to the live broadcast. We hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I'm Jack Nichols, and we'll see you at Hockenheim for round 11 of the AutoGP Formula Sim Racing World Championship.